back to another Is It a Dupe? Oh, just a waste of money. Your girl was rusty. And so the next clip that you're going to see was me jumping in with literally no makeup on. Well, no eye makeup on, going, is it a dupe or just waste money? You guys decide. It made no sense. So, y'all, coffee strong all day long. Watch out, baby. Anyways, today we are back with another edition of Is It a Dupe or Just a Waste of Money? Yes, your girl broke down and bought the Natasha Denona retro palette because it's my heart, my soul, and my color story. And Sephora gave me a 20% off coupon. That's going to sound like a repeat later in this video because I done already said it, but I am who I am, alright? So, I found a new to me app and website called Temu, and they have makeup. They have clothes, they have house goods, they have all kinds of stuff, all right? So, but they had this little palette on here, okay? And I paid, right now it's listed at $6.98. I literally think I paid $3 or $4 for this palette, and we're gonna put it up against, yes, the very expensive $69 Natasha Denona retro palette. So, if you guys are new here, welcome. My name's Rhonda. The name of the channel starts with Hot Mess, so you should know right there what you're getting into. But I will remind you, if you are returning, first, thank you. Reminder, this is a judgment-free, drama-free, stress-free zone where we keep it cute or put it on mute, and we are never trying to dupe the formula. We are trying to dupe the colors. So let's go ahead and pause the video. I'm going to zoom you all in and take a wild guess. What side is the affordable under $6 side? What side is the $69 side? Let your girl know down below your thoughts. It's always fun to take a wild guess and then come back and let me know if you were right or not, okay? I'll try and remember at the end to like end of the day clippity clue, letting y'all know how this wore. I mean, but for honestly, for the $3 or $4 that I paid for it, I don't even care how it wears because right now I've had it on for a good 45 minutes and she's still there. So anyways, let's just go ahead and jump on in. It's a long video, so buckle up, friends. It is time for a little, well, I really should like start videos totally put together, but that's not me. So you chose to click on a channel, you know the drill, that starts with Hot Mess. But welcome back to another edition of Is It a Dupe or Just a Waste of Money? And we're putting a $69 palette up against a palette that I literally paid under $5 for. I know. Come on in. Get a little closer. Don't be shy. I burnt my tongue, so if there's funny, like, splotches on there, that's why. Alright, so, as you guys would have seen in the future production Rhonda putting together an intro, we are doing Is It a Dupe or Just a Waste of Money with the Natasha Denona retro palette. I know, I broke down and I bought it because Sephora had like a 20% off coupon and I was like, don't twist my arm, Sephora. And you all know that I absolutely love Natasha Denona's formula. I'm a sucker. It was legitimately the first ever Nobody Cares, but I'm going to tell you anyways because that's what we do here. We are not professional. But it was the first luxury eyeshadow that I ever purchased. I actually still own it. I don't care that it's 6 years old, 5, whatever. Anyhow, so question to you all before we get into me showing you the Temu palette or Temu palette. Don't really know how to say it, but anywho, do you guys want me to come back and do Is It a Dupe or Just a Waste of Money with the Harmony palette from Alter Ego? You all let me know down below. I'm bringing this whole shebang back because I had a lot of people in my comment section when I did a dedicated video to the Alter Ego palette. A lot of y'all were like, Rhonda, please put it up against this. And it's been some time, so I want to know, do you want to? This palette I think is like $16 or $18. I do have a coupon code, it's Hot Mess, to save you 10%. So, you know, stop what you're doing right quick once again and leave a comment down below. Do you want to see Alter Ego up against Natasha Denona? And if you follow me on my other channel, Hotmess Momma Vlogs, I've done a couple videos over there of hauling a bunch of different things from Temu. I love the website, to be honest with you all. I get my orders in about 12 days. I do have a coupon code. I don't know if the coupon code they actually had given me still works, but if it does, it will give you like 30% off your first order, which will literally make this palette literally just a few bucks. So it's awesome. The retro eyeshadow palette. So it is obviously much smaller than the Natasha Denona $69 palette. I will be inserting watches of it, of like I filmed a reel over on Instagram showing you all, and I will tell you guys right off the bat as far as swatches went, and you're gonna see that in this video. The swatches are off. What have we learned though when it comes to some of the swatches being off? Necessarily it doesn't totally matter, because when we put the look together, a lot of the times you guys can't see a difference there. So that's really nice. So when it came to the palettes, I'll show you guys up close once again. This is what they look like up close. Large difference as far as the size goes. Now with the mini little Temu palette, it's in a plastic type of case. Now Natasha Denona of course always has pop outs on her case. It's luxury, it's luxurious, it's bougie, it's amazing. You know I already love it. I'll have it linked down below for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in. I am gonna put some of my GERARD Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base on. This is in the shade medium, and I'm also going to give a disclaimer that your girl did some tretinoin the past couple nights, and it never fails. There's always going to be 1 or 2 nights that I forget to put my Bloom Effects Tulip Nectar on. So I got some flaking because it's being accentuated with my Nakery Beauty Primer. I love this primer. It's really good to smooth out your face, but it definitely will accentuate if you have some dry patches. So anyways, come on in friends, come on in. Alright, so when it comes to my GERARD Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base, a dabble do you. You don't need much of this stuff whatsoever. I was playing around last night, and I do have some false lashes on. It's the Kiss Falscara lashes. I love them. It's like I was running around without makeup, and it just is like one of those things where I feel kind of put together when I have a little bit of lashes on. So I am using the Latisse, also from Cosmetic RX, and I'm really bad about remembering to put it on. Okay, I don't forget that tretinoin because anti-aging life, right? I do think that I've got a coupon for your first order over there too. It's not like, I'm not sponsored, it's just I know a lot of y'all want a prescription of tretinoin and you can't get it without talking to a dermatologist. And that Cosmetics RX, it's amazing. I buy off of there myself, and you can get dermatologist grade, I think is what it's called, skincare over there. Highly recommend it. You get to talk one-on-one with a dermatologist. 10 out of 10. Alright, let's go ahead and do the Temu palette on this side with my candles. You know it. It's my good candle. I love them. Now I do clean off my brushes. I've got a very clean rag down here, and I also have some brush cleaner if needed. And I'm going to go in with my bling brushes. So let's go ahead and start off with this shade. There's no shade names on here, so it will just be a lot of pointing. And I do my typical tap, tap, dab, dab. And I like to start slow and build up. I take that shade and dust a little underneath the eye as well. Cleaning off the brush and jumping into the retro palette. They look to be like this one really tried to follow the layout of the Natasha Denona, but like I said, you're gonna notice some difference. So this is the shade here. Oh, beautiful buttery creamy colors. So right off the bat, you're gonna see a noticeable difference here. So the Natasha Denona side is definitely more on the cooler tone and cooler side versus the Temu. Now I don't, you know, that always seems to be like the biggest thing that we see a difference in is the high end. They just always seem to have cooler tones to them. than the Temu or whatever. So let's go ahead. I want to jump into this shade right here. I'm going to just stick with my fluffy brush. This is the E51 brush from Blinged. I'm going to bring it down just a smidgen, nothing too precise. Ooh, this color is gorgeous. I mean, this is only the second shade, but I will say for a $5 palette of 15 shades, this is a nice formula. Oh, that's really pretty. That is so pretty. I mean, all I can think about is putting the Tinseltown topper right on my eye from OFRA and calling it a day. That's just gorgeous. Okay, jumping over to the Natasha Denona. I go back and forth, y'all, so hopefully you can keep up. So, all right, so we're seeing the difference there as well. All right, so I want to jump in. We'll stay with the Natasha Denona side, and I kind of want to go in with this shade down here, Swing. Even though it's kind of more of like a satiny type of shade, I think it'll be really pretty in the outer V. The thing with Natasha Denona shadows is they kind of just melt right into the skin. So I'm kind of curious to see how the affordable palette will do. So I'm going to go with my BK Beauty brush. This is a 205 angled brush. I absolutely love this brush. And I just am going to dab it right there in the outer V. And just pressing it in and connecting the bottom. See, if I try, do you guys see how I skipped? That's why I do the tap, 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 tap. Because if I try and go right into, I have skipping. So go ahead and build it up and then start buffing and tapping and all of that. Oh, this color is oh, Natasha. Girl, that is gorgeous. Jumping over to the affordable side. Alright, so the pigmentation is definitely not like Natasha Denona side, but it's not bad. It's definitely something that can be built up, which honestly, for someone like me who, I did it, is typically heavy-handed, tap your flipping brush. I already dropped some. It's still a beautiful, beautiful color. Go really slow or you're gonna end up with that. I'm so bad about doing that. So that is more of an operator error. I'm gonna try and remove some of it. Definitely no fallout on the Natasha Denona side, but I'm used to working with her formula, so that was definitely my own fault there. But look at that. That is beautiful. I mean, freaking like a $5 palette. That is beautiful. Even if it's $6.98. Okay, I still like it. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go into this shade right here with my, okay, hold on. I hard panned that somehow. Let's get a brush and see if we can dig in there. Okay, so this middle shade I think is supposed to be a topper. Yeah, it's supposed to be a topper. It's really light, so let's do this shade right here. That's real light too, and we'll just pop it right on. So being 100% honest with y'all, the shimmers could definitely use some work. I'm gonna jump over to ND side, use similar shade. It's called Hello. Is it called Hello? Yeah, Hello. I mean, it's similar though, but you definitely pick up more with your fingers. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. Let me add a little bit more of this purple shade over underneath my eye. There, so it matches a little bit more. I will be right back and we're gonna talk about this, all right? Okay, so before I get into talking about my thoughts on this palette and everything, let me go ahead and go over what is on my face for y'all. I will also have everything linked and listed down below. I do want to give a huge shout out to those of you who did use my link to pick up your samples of the Rejuvalift. I love that stuff. I think it's absolutely amazing. So for primer, I told you I did use the Nakery Beauty. I accidentally squeezed out a little too much. I wish they had a pump on it. And so I put it all over my face, and like I told y'all, it ended up it's grabbing where I need to exfoliate. So anywho's, the rest of my skin as far as foundation, concealer, bronzer, and contour liquid wise is the brand new OFRA Cosmetics concealers. I love these. They released January 3rd. They're so good, and I love the way they make my skin look. I literally have to only use just the little bit, like the little bit of powder. As far as powder, I use the one size powder in my T-zone. Under my eyes, I love the Vanilla Dust Powder from SEINT. If you do want to color match on that, there will be a link down below for y'all. As far as the cream blush that I used, I did use the shade Sadie and Frenchie and mix those together, and then I did set with the Blossom palette. I mixed these two shades. This is a C Color Cosmetics palette. It's like $8 under that because Hotmess 10 saves you 10%, so it's amazing. For highlight, I did use my palette with OFRA. I just mixed all the shades together because I wanted more of a pinky tone. I did use the OFRA, the contour bronzers in the little mini palette. My brows, I use the C Color Cosmetics pencil, the OFRA Cosmetics Don't Play brow gel, and then the Blink Mousse in the shade Taupe. This stuff is beautiful. I think they gave me a link to save y'all 20% over at Blink. I definitely recommend it. Might as well, while you're over there, pick up the Blink Black Primer that you know your girl went all of like 2019 and 2020 going bat crazy over. As far as my lips, I do have the GERARD Cosmetics Ecstasy liner on, but as far as the other stuff, stay tuned. So that's everything on my face. Let's talk about the palette. Zooming you guys in, looking at the finished look. Honestly, we had some struggles, all right? But at the end of the day, this mother truckin' $5-6 palette, I think, held its own. I really feel like it held its own. Now, is the Natasha Denona side a bit more smoother, a little bit more vibrant as far as that Hello shade, which was the last shade we put on? Yes. But you know what? For $69, you better be coming in clutch. You know what I'm saying? But for $6, this surprised me. So is it a spot-on dupe for the Natasha Denona Retro palette? No. It is definitely not a spot-on dupe. I will come back if y'all want and compare the Retro to the Harmony palette with Alter Ego to see if maybe that's a bit closer of a dupe at the end of the day color-wise than the Retro palette from Temu. However, I will say we did have a struggle with this one. It completely like hard panned. It's the weirdest topper ever. I feel like, honestly, it kind of reminds me of like, here, if I scrape it, sometimes you know how you, okay, just scrape it. This is what it reminds me of. You remember, I think it was like 2017, I had done an e.l.f. See, there it is. It was like the e.l.f. highlighters. I did a video on that, and I was like, I can't get it, it's not working, and then you guys were like, Rhonda, scrape it. I scraped it, and then I got it to work. So if that happens to you for this topper shade, scrape it. Like, I literally just dug my fingernail in it. It was so classy. And was able to, like, so it has a layer on there. That's the sentence, the word, things that I'm trying to tell y'all. It's got a layer on there. Scrape it off. You're gonna be able to get down into it. That was the only shimmer that did that. Like, this shimmer is like, it's actually really nice and soft. I mean, it's a little on the crunchy, like crumbly side, but it still pulls off and it's really pretty. So like I said, at the end of the day, it's definitely not a spot-on dupe. As far as the quality goes, for $6.98, I know I paid like $3 or $4 for it. I like it. I really like the formula. I like the shadow by itself on its own. I think it would have been far exceeded my expectations. So yeah, if you're on the fence, I would definitely just go ahead and pick it up. I am definitely gonna look into more makeup products from Temu. I know a lot of you all said you've been picking these up over there. These are those velvet little doohickeys. I got mine off of Amazon, but I know you guys have said you picked up a bunch of them over there at Temu. So I can't remember the code, but I will have it down below for you. It's like CARE 485 or something like that, or 435, I don't know. But I'll have it down below for you all. I know it was working before when I did a try-on haul on my other channel, so hopefully it still works and it'll get you 30% off your first order. If you want to go ahead and pick up the Natasha Denona Retro palette, I will have it listed and linked down below. It's a gorgeous palette. It's a beautiful formula. It is definitely my color story. Like, that is my, I love, like, to me, these are colors. Like, the colors that I love is like berries and like olive greens. Those are my jams when I think of color. So I think the palette is absolutely gorgeous. I never purchased it when it came out, but then you throw a coupon at me and I'm like, I'm a sucker. That's my color story. So let me know if you want your girl to come back and put these up against each other. Like I said, this one's like $16 or $18 at Shop Alter Ego, and code Hotmess will save you that 10%. And more than likely I'll just come back and show you all. So anyways, friends, that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm pretty sure my camera's crooked. That's fine. Name of the channel starts with Hotmess, and your girl's not lying when I named it. So there's that. Speaking of other channels that start with Hotmess, check out my other channel, Hotmess Momma Vlogs, for some curvy girl try-on hauls over there. I do everything from Shein to Temu to Torrid to Cup Sheet. Golly geez, I do a lot of try-on hauls over there, and as well as I'm in the kitchen doing things. So Hotmess in the Kitchen is my latest channel. Jump over there, check it out, and I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm also on TikTok and Instagram at Hotmess Momma 4, and huge ginormous shout out to my YouTube members. You guys don't have to help support the channel, but you do, and I definitely appreciate you all. So don't think it goes unnoticed. I definitely see it, and I definitely appreciate you all. Anyways, I do want to let you guys know too, shout out to my latest winners: Michelle, Corey, and Rita. I forgot to bring my piece of paper over. And I'm like, will my brain remember? It did. That's awesome. Okay, so shout out to Michelle, Corey, and Rita. They were my winners from the December giveaway. I have shipped everybody's stuff out. They've already received their emails. I will be coming back with another giveaway soon for you all. Thank you all bunches and bunches for your support. And until next time, as always, kisses from Kentucky. Mwah! Bye, friends. Do I have lipstick on my teeth? No. Thank you, Jesus. Okay.